What's good with the chat? So, man, I got my boy Chris here, man. What's up with it, man?
What's up, man? What's up, it's y'all boy Chris?
So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tell them about yourself, man.
Hey, man. So, I'm Chris. I've been sports betting maybe, about a year, a little less than a year. Besides that, I'm a business owner. I own like a dance studio, choreography and all that stuff. I got dancers for any types of events and stuff like that, But yeah, man, that's just a little bit about myself, man. Honestly, I'm a chill guy, bro. I just be chilling, just staying out the way, just doing what I can. But I love the sports betting stuff, man.
How you find me?
Bro, honestly, man, I found you through one of my boys. I know Steven. Yeah, so I know Steven personally, and I was in his Discord. I was just chilling, just kind of really just hanging back, just kind of seeing what's up and all that. And one day they was talking about like, man, Top Discord going crazy, this and that. I'm like, man, who is this Top guy? What's going on over there that I'm not seeing over here? Right. So it's like, man, I started doing some research and I looked you up and I was like, you know what, let me join. Let me hop on the train real quick. And yeah, man, I think I joined maybe like a week before Christmas, December 2024. So I would say I've been here about like 6 months in your Discord, in your group, for sure.
Okay, so let me tell you, when you first joined, what was your first thought, like week one?
Bro, like week one, man, it was like a shock to me because it was like, obviously I was new to this whole sports betting stuff and like this Discord situations and all that. But your Discord is like different, bro. It was just like it's like a whole community, and then, it's not even just about sports betting, like, we in there just chopping it up, like talking about life and like just everything. And it's like people from all over, the United States and everywhere. And it's like, man, it was like, man, that's dope. It was just like a good experience right off the bat.
For sure. How much money you made your first week? I say you're like the first month, because I know you said it's been 6 months.
Yeah, it's been 6 months. Let's say, obviously at first, man, I wasn't doing stuff properly. I was running 6-mans and, just wasting money type stuff.
What made you stop the 6?
Bro, it was you, man. We had like that one-on-one call, and you told me to share my screen, and you was like seeing exactly like what I was betting and how I was betting, and you straight up told me like, all right, this and that with the move, you gotta let those 6-mans go. You showed me the three slip method.
3 slip method.
Yeah, man. As soon as I started getting a hang of that, it was over with, man.
What about your research?
My research, yeah, bro. Research too. Like, it's, I got Outlier. I read your page on how to do the whole research, your videos, all that stuff. Real helpful. And obviously a lot of people around the Discord, they all help around. The mods are real helpful. They're real insightful with everything. So yeah, man. Even the research has gotten better and everything.
Right. So how much you made? 6 months.
6 months for sure.
How much you made so far?
In 6 months, man, I'm going past like 50K right now. In 6 months, man.
That's a blessing, bro.
That's a blessing, bro, for sure. I never thought, I came in here with like a mentality of it was like, cause I got a job, I got a career, and it's like, that's really my bread and butter, that's where I've always made my money from. So I was like, man, I can make a little extra money here and there, But I wasn't really like nuking nothing at first, Yeah. But I started winning, and I was like, man, if I would have put this much on this slip, I would have hit this much. But I'm over here being a little, and not really putting money down.
Yeah.
So it was like, man, once I let that fear go, sky's the limit, bro. The sky was the limit.
Proud of you. 6 months, $50,000, man.
Yes, sir.
We gotta get to 100K by December.
Hey, man, that's the goal.
100K by December.
That's the goal.
No, for real. So you came in, you learned 3 slip methods.
Yes, sir.
You learned how to research, and you lacked up on your 6-man.
For sure.
What you doing, 4-mans?
Either I'm doing 4-man gobs, or I'm really running 2-mans, or I'm running 1 gob, 1 regular line. The thing with me is like, I'm very versatile. Like I do a lot of sports, as you know. Like, I be with the soccer, with the hockey, basketball, football. Obviously football's done with right now, but I be with every type of sport, so I really be
with CS2?
I be with CS2, man, but honestly, man, I've been letting go of esports little by little, because that esports stuff it be something.
Tell chat one thing I told y'all about that.
Man, that
esport.
That esport gonna have you sliding quickly. You know, but it's gonna hit sometimes, man. But
Yeah.
you know, you gotta learn how to manage it. You know.
No, for real.
You know, it'd be some days where I hit big during the day. You know, like regular sports and stuff. Cause esports really be like during the night sometimes. You know, most of the times. So you know, I started getting to my head. I'm like, man, I'm gonna keep betting like at night. I wake up to even more bread. Man, I can't waking up to slide. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let it go. Little by little, I'm still running it. You know, I've trusted a few people and stuff like that. But yeah, man, you just gotta know what's your niche. You know.
No, for real. So what's the difference between my Discord and other people's Discord?
Man, honestly, I'm not really in too many Discords. You know, once I joined your Discord, I was like, man, ain't really no need to be anywhere else. You know, you got everything you need right here, bro. But like I said, you know, your Discord is not really just sports betting. It's just life, period. Like exactly. That was my next word. Like you trying to elevate not just you, but you trying to elevate everybody around you that wants to get elevated. You know, at the end of the day, not everybody wants to get elevated. Some people just, you know, they just want to be around, you know, stuff like that. But
around the motion,
but they not really trying to be in the motion, you know. But yeah, man, if you really just soak it in and really listen, you can learn a lot of stuff, man, from life, from everything, man, just everything.
So what's your goals, like your next goals into December, like either with the sports betting, your business?
For sure. Well, yeah, man, obviously my business, I mean, I've had my business for like 8 years now, so, you know, my business is up and running, you know, even right now, you know, my business is out there, they're out there doing events and all that right now. So, you know, I feel like my business is pretty good right now, it's pretty set, you know. So I'm always looking into like what's the next thing for me.
Right.
You know, 'cause since my business is running, I have free time, you know, to do other stuff, to explore, to dive in, to take risks. Right. So, you know, I really want to open up another business, you know. The question right now is what kind of business or like, you know, exactly what. But, you know, with the sports betting stuff, you know, I really just want to keep blowing it up, man. Like you said, 100K by December. That's the goal, man. That's smooth. That should be easy.
College football, we still got college football. WNBA
just started. We in playoffs right now for hockey and NBA. So you know it's smooth, man. It's smooth. That's really when I started last season.
Yeah.
I started during the hockey and NBA playoffs. That's when I started sports betting. Ooh. Yeah, and it was like, you know, I was doing good, you know. I mean, I was chilling. I wasn't, you know, I was like $5, $10, you know.
Now you know.
Now I know what's up, you know.
So in college football, because you know I was hitting 6-man back to back.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? $400 to 10K.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to August.
Yeah, man. That's the goal right there, man.
Them 20K nukes.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I've yet to have nights like that, like, you know, like big nights where I'm like hitting 10K, 20K. You know, I'm not there yet, but I want to be there, man. I see. Like, I joined, bro, and I seen it. I was like, man, ain't no way these dudes hitting 10K, 15K, 20K. Ain't no way I can't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm that type of dude.
Yeah,
like,
and you got the money for it.
Exactly. You know, like, I got the money for it to try to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, if they doing it, I can do it too. They ain't gonna leave me behind.
So what's the most you ever made? Like $1,000 slip?
No, I made more than that in one slip. Yeah. No, in one slip I would say anywhere from like 1,500 to like 2,000, like in one slip. But now there's been days where I've hit like a couple of slips like that. You know, like it's been a day
like a total of like 7K.
Exactly, like from 5 to 8K a day. You know, so for me I was like, whoa, I ain't never had no days like that. Obviously you hitting like 10K, 20Ks in one slip. You know, I'm not there yet, but that's the motion, bro. That's the goal.
7K a day with multiple slips. Yep. That's still good. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's still good. The way I do it, let's say for instance, if I go for a 60K day, the next day I'm gonna pretty much play low. If I already won $1,000 on 5 to 6, 7 slips, now I'm gonna drop it down to $250 for sure because I ain't trying to get prize picks back there.
Exactly. You gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. You gotta be smart.
Can't be greedy. You can hit them for a 60 ball on Monday.
Yeah, exactly.
Play it smooth. Don't play nothing with like $1,000 worth of bets. Try to flip that into another 10.
Exactly.
If it work out for you, you good. If it don't, you ain't lost nothing.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. That's where that esport came into me.
Yeah.
I was winning during the day, and I was like, man, I was getting greedy. I was, man, I just hit him for 5K. I'm about to hit him for another 2K there while I sleep.
Yeah.
Nah, price please got me.
Yeah.
But it's all good. You live and you learn. You live and you learn.
And a lot of people don't know it until they come in here and I tell them, if you don't know it, you don't watch it, don't play it.
Don't play it, man.
Don't play it, bro. I'm telling you. Me. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. Discord been about how you like the live calls.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's where like it was a shock to me, bro. The calls, like, ain't no Discord out here doing calls like that, bro. I'm talking about we hopping on calls. It's like 30 to 50 people on the call, you know, and everybody just talking about life, and everybody's giving like advice about this, and even we have our time to do our sports betting talks and we cooking and all that stuff. But once we done cooking, like we still in there vibing, we still in there learning, we still in there progressing.
Facts.
You know, and there'd be some days I'm there on the call all day with y'all, like, you know, like just soaking it all up, you know.
You ain't got CEOs sitting on the call with their people.
Nah, man, you don't.
They don't care, man.
Nah, man, that's right. And that was one thing, like, you always trying to show us the way or show us something new, and you always trying to elevate yourself to help us out. You know, that's something that
not pay for some sauce to make sure y'all got this. Like this credit shit,
yeah.
I want to get that shit down pat,
yeah,
so
man.
I can help everybody in my Discord get their credit right.
Yeah.
So when everybody get their credit right, man, y'all can start a new business
for sure,
get funded, and sports bet on the side.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's gonna be dope.
Exactly, man. That's the goal right now for me too. You know, like I got my business, I'm doing the sports betting, so I'm having two streams of income right now. But I still want to have like another business, you know, since I have so much free time. So I'm like, man, like what's the next step for me? Like, you know, that's always on my mind. Like every single day, man. Every single day I'm trying to elevate.
No, for real, we're gonna get there on me. If you got to this point of the video, make sure you like, you subscribe, man. Hit the comments. And let us know how my boy Chris doing, man. This is our first podcast, and we got plenty more to come. I'm coming to your city, so make sure you ready. I'm pulling up on you. But how you feel about the mods?
Hey, man, the mods are cool, bro. Everybody, all the mods are cool, you know. And when I first joined, you know, I was always on calls with like J Vibes and JG. Like we'd be up at night sometimes just cooking golf, cooking tennis, cooking soccer, like just us three, you know, on our own call. And, you know, little by little, I just started getting comfortable with them. You know, I wasn't a mod yet or anything like that, you know. And then eventually, like, they vouched for me, you know, with you. And they're like, hey, man, Chris be on his shit, you know, like, you know. Yeah, and then you gave me the opportunity to be a mod. And, I mean, you know, I do what I can as well, you know, to try to catch the people out, you know. You know, with all types of different sports, you know.
Nah, for real, that's surviving that whole.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you this. Who your favorite mod?
Who my favorite mod besides myself?
Give me three.
3 mods. Alright, so 3 mods I'm always following or I always tell, you know, it's not that they're my favorite or anything like that, but for sure J Vibes, you know, me and J Vibes were always cooking, so that's my boy, you know, we always cooking, we be on each other, you know, we be in the DMs with each other, you know, like, hey, you know, what's up with this, what's up with that. So J Vibes for sure, Wayne Bucks. You know, Juan Bucks, yeah, he always, you know, with the MOB, he be on his esports stuff sometimes too. So I'm always telling him, you know, other than that, man, I tell Miami Girl. I've been telling Miami Girl for sure. You know, there's a lot of females. There's a lot of mods, man. There's a lot of these females be on their shit, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I want it though.
Man.
Like the more women, I feel like women come in, they learn it. And when they learn it, they catch on way faster than the guys. You know?
Yeah.
The women catch on faster than
they
the
discipline.
guys. Yeah, and then they not greedy.
Exactly.
See, we'll win $1,000 a day and play back that $1,000 a month, and then we broke. See, the women, they gonna pinch off of it.
Yeah.
And try to flip it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, I've been trying to teach everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a slow season for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I kind of like to take the summertime
for sure
to like rebrand, add to the brand, you know what I'm saying?
Regroup and all that.
Yeah, like build it up better than where it's at, because when it get ready to come into like mid-July, August, September, clean on into March again, it be fast paced.
Yeah.
It be so many people come in. Like last October, we had Miami, MG, you had Dre.
Okay,
You had who else came? $1.
Yeah. MG, I be telling MG too.
You have a lot of the new Mars now came from October.
Okay. So they joined like a few months before me.
They
I joined in December.
Fresh into the game. You got Psy.
Yeah.
Your Psy pretty good too. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, man, it's a vibe in the Discord.
Yeah, man, they all pretty good, man.
It's a vibe in the Discord. Man. So what's one thing you feel like we should keep around if I'm willing to change a lot of things? What's one thing you feel like I shouldn't change?
Man, honestly, I mean, what are you trying to change? Because I mean,
I really want to get everybody closer.
Okay.
Like, let's say for instance, me and you in there, right?
Yeah.
You might drop LeBron James for 17.5 points less.
For sure.
And I'm sitting over here like, man, I'm not putting that in. Or, man, that's gonna chalk.
Yeah.
And then I put it more, and you lost your money, and I done won, and then I post it, you gonna feel some type of way. So I'm trying to build a bond and a better connection within everybody, so you can be like, hey, I don't like LeBron James less because of this and this, so hey, let's research it together so you won't lose. Or you be like, I like LeBron because of this. Kind of communicate a little bit more.
For sure, definitely. No, definitely. That just comes, on the mods and the people just taking it upon themselves to be vocal, to be like, hey, you know what, like, ain't no need for like no negative comments or no negative feedback, nothing like that. Just be like, hey, why do you like that one for under? Because I feel like today's game is gonna be crazy or whatever the case, whatever your reasoning may be, you just gotta talk it out,
Facts.
And that's what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, it's gambling.
Facts.
So it's like, at the end of the day, it's gambling, and you gonna do with your money what you want to do with your money, But at the end of the day, we're a community, so we should always try to help each other out.
Always.
So we always trying to grow together and build together.
Facts. And that's like one of the most important things to me. Building that family, building that bond, sticking together, riding out to the end.
For sure, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm vibing with it. So you got any questions for me, bro?
Nah, man, I ain't got any questions. How'd you get into sports betting? How'd you start sports betting?
That's a good question, bro.